Ooh. Ah. Yes. Woohoo. Oh. Ah. 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 Hang on. What? Oh. Oh. Yes. 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 Sorry it's taken me so long to do the game review. I haven't been feeling too well lately. There. Ice win 3-2 in a shootout over the Melbourne Mustangs in a local derby on Easter Saturday. If you remember last year, the Ice weren't very good at shootouts, so it's really good to get this win under the belt. As you would expect from a local derby, the game was played at such a fast pace, it was difficult to keep up with everything. So here's a quick rundown of all the goals that were scored. The first goal scored was by Brendan McDowell, assisted by Anderson and O'Kane. This was a complete defensive breakdown by the Ice, with Marcus Wong left to defend the 3-on-1, and obviously he couldn't do it. Our first goal was scored by Liam Webster on a great passing play, assisted by Matt Armstrong and Austin McKenzie. Tick, 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 bang, goal! The second Ice goal, also scored in the second period, was from our new import Jeff Smith. It was a simple flip-up over James's pad. Smith ended up playing the role of the big guy in front of the net, and he played that role really, really well. The second Mustangs goal was a power play goal recorded to Robertson, with assists from Wolgamuth and Gibbs Shodine. That was a bit of a mouthful. It was just one of those situations we were down a man, Hoot got out of position, and that's how the goal was scored. The third Mustangs goal was scored by Jack Wolgamuth from the blue line. A great big howitzer of a shot went over Hoot's shoulders. They took advantage of a really... Hang on, why is the ref skating off over there? What's the ref talking to the linesman about? Wolgamuth's goal was waved off because Joey Hughes was assessed 5 minutes and a match misconduct for kicking Chris Wong. If you read the article by Stephen White on hockeywise.com.au, he absolutely nails the rulings on it. To me, the most interesting person to watch in that whole series is Casper Russell-Huber, who was the linesman who was basically standing right over the top of everything as it happened. Now, usually linesmen will skate to the front of the net when there's a goal scored because they want to retrieve the puck and they want to make sure the team stay separated while everybody's celebrating. Well, commiserating otherwise, yes. What Russell Huber does is he skates straight over to the scoreman's box because he knows that's where the ref's going to skate to record the goal. And he wants to intercept him because he knows that a penalty's been committed. So when referee Jeff Scott asked Russell Huber if he thought it was intentional, when Russell Huber responded absolutely, you knew it was going to be a 5-minute in the match for Joey Hughes. So with the scores locked at 2, we went off to the shootout. We had Power for the Ice. He was stopped by Michael James. Gibbs Shodine for the Mustangs scored. Backlig got stopped. Anderson got stopped. Webster scored. Wolgamuth got stopped. Armstrong scored. And McGowl got stopped. Yes, so they went to sudden death, and I got confused while it was being done as well. But in the end, the Ice won. If I did want to say something bad about the Ice in this game, it was their power play. It was pretty atrocious. The Ice went 1 for 5 on the power play, and the only power play goal that they got was that goal of Smith's. Now in those 5 power plays, they faced 2 5-minute majors, and they never really looked like they had much of a chance. The Mustangs' defense was really good during that time, so credit to them. Now something the Ice don't need to improve on is their goaltending. Gustav Hoot really stood on his head during the game. He ended up making 36 saves on 38 shots, giving him a save percentage of .947. Not to be outdone, Michael James for the Mustangs ended up making 27 saves on 29 shots, giving him a .931 save percentage. So this game really was a battle of the goaltenders. They both played really, really well. Being a local derby, there's a lot of Victorian players playing for both teams. A lot of players know each other, and some players have gone from one team to another. And I got to say, it was a bad night for some of the former Ice players who are now playing for the Mustangs. Jamie Burke was suspended from the previous game and didn't play. Martin Kutek ended up getting 5 in a game for high sticking. Joey Hughes got 5 in a match for the kicking incident, as I mentioned before. Vinny Hughes ended the night in the penalty box for roughing. He also had a 2 and a 10 during the game for checking from behind. It seems as if the only ex-Ice player who didn't run into any trouble was Mustangs captain Sean Jones. Looking ahead to next weekend, the Ice travel over to Perth to play the Thunder in their season openers. Now, Perth have been known to bring a hard physical game to the Ice, and I doubt that this game will be an exception to that. They'll play hard and fast hockey the whole way. The Ice have been challenged twice by 2 teams that play a hard, fast game, being the Ice Dogs last week and the Mustangs this week. So it'll be really interesting to see how the Ice go this weekend, now that they've had a couple of games under their belt and they're starting to gel together as a team. So we'll head over to Perth, we'll give it our best shot, and hopefully we'll come away with a couple of wins.